This time there is a great information for you all. That is, as you all know, until last semester examination, you people were writing English literature and grammar in one single paper, where you were attempting 12 questions from literature and 8 questions from grammar. Okay, if it is out of 20. If it is out of 25, you were attempting 15 questions from literature and only a few questions from grammar, right? But this time there is a great change. You need to learn, otherwise you won't score. Okay, this time grammar paper and literature paper are two different papers, where you are going to attempt 20 questions from literature and 20 questions from grammar. Okay, so remember, you need more concentration here, because you're going to face 20 questions, where if you are thorough with the tense rules, you can easily score marks for English grammar. If you're not thorough, you won't score also. Okay, so children, please be very attentive. And today we are going to talk about imperative sentences, active and passive voice. Imperatives first. No, before starting imperative, active, from active voice to passive voice, I have a question. Are you thorough with the imperative sentence? You know what are called imperative sentences in English grammar?
Yes, ma'am.
Imperative.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is it?
Question.
Command.
Come.
Yes, of course. Very good. Very good, Hira. Thank you for your comments. Okay. The thing is that an imperative sentence it expresses a command, order, request, suggestion, advice. It can be a begging, it can be an advice, it can be a request, it can be a suggestion. Okay, so these kind of sentences are called imperative sentences in English grammar. Okay, imperative sentences are of two types. Some imperatives are actually ending with the object, okay, and some are not ending with object. So for applying rules, we have two different formulae. Okay, we have two different formulae. That is, see, formula is singular, formulae is plural. Okay, so we have two different rules to apply or to change or to transform an imperative sentence from active voice to passive voice. Ready to learn, children? Are you ready to learn? So
Yes, ma'am.
remember, an imperative sentence is actually in the form of a command. It can be an order or it can be a request. But I have a doubt. How you're going to identify an imperative sentence from a given set of sentences? Do you know how can we identify an imperative sentence? Remember, children, imperative sentences are always starting with a verb. Okay? Okay? I can tell you one example, declarative sentence example. The sun rises in the east. Okay, the sun rises in the east. The pattern of the sentence is actually subject, verb, object, position, right? It is in the pattern of subject, verb, object. But it is easy to identify, or it is easy to recognize an imperative sentence, because an imperative sentence is always beginning with a verb. Okay, where you cannot see a subject in an imperative sentence. Okay, if there is no subject, what can be the subject of an imperative sentence?
You.
Excellent, excellent. You is the subject of an imperative sentence. I can tell by looking at your face without using you in it. I can begin my sentence like this: shut up. What do you mean by shut up? You shut up, right? I'm not mentioning the word you in the beginning. So you is the subject, a hidden subject there in an imperative sentence, right? Now I'm just looking at the eyes of Rudra Ramesh and telling her, open the door. Definitely, she knows that, okay, ma'am is telling to me. Rudra will be getting up from her place and she will be opening or closing the door according to my instruction, right? Where I have just not used the subject you. Okay, so remember, it is easy to identify an imperative sentence because it is normally starting with a verb. There is a hidden subject, that is you. Remember, you is the subject of an imperative sentence. Clear? Are imperatives clear for
Ma'am.
you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
English, there is a word called a magical word that is called please. Okay, please is known as the magical word. Okay, see, you two friends are sitting together. Okay, Ellen and Sal Shaji is sitting together. Okay, Sal is just approaching Ellen and just pushing him and telling him that, hey, boy, move away. Move away from my seat. This is my seat. Will he go? Definitely, Alan will be folding the fist and giving at the nose of Salan Saji, right? You go, this is my seat, right? So a dispute, a quarrel. So you will be fighting there in the class. But at the same time, using a wonderful magical word called please, if Salan is approaching Alan, Alan, please move from this place. This is mine. Alan, please. So definitely Alan will be starting half an hour early from the place, and he's definitely moving away from the place and offers, yes, Alan, this is your place. You take it today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow. I don't have any problem, right? So this is called a magical word. So if please is used in imperative sentence, you know, this sentence is actually an example for an imperative. I can see many videos are off. Daphne's.
Hasan, switch on the video. Alia, they are not there.
Just only joined. There were only 9 students.
Also, what is the number?
Actually, today only 14 students, including me, 14 are there.
No, what's the total number?
Total number 27. 27, 26.
Full absent.
Every day like this. Not only in grammar period, all the periods, this class.
8B, sign B.
8B. 8. Now, one other child is joining. This is 8B. Alia has a problem of internet issue. You said this? Okay. So children, please. Children, please. Hassan Suhaim, are you there? Hassan Suhaim, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you respond? Chairman sir was here and he was calling you. Switch on your video. See, he came now. Hassan. Let us listen. Let us listen, children. The sentence is imperatives. And we were talking about imperative sentence, how to change an imperative sentence from active voice to passive voice. Okay? Okay? So I have said you is the subject of an imperative sentence. Always. And it is easy to identify an imperative because it is in the form of a command, order, request. Okay. Not only that, it is starting with a verb. Okay. It is starting with a verb. Am I clear? This is how we can identify an imperative sentence. Okay, let me tell you one point. We have 2 different rules to change an active voice imperative into passive voice. Okay, so let me introduce you. You learned this last year, right? So I know that you are thorough with the tense rules. Not tense rules, the rules. Okay, so let me introduce once again. Let me teach you once again the rule or the formula 1 to change an imperative sentence from active voice to passive voice. See, children, I have a sentence written here. As I have told you, normally it is easy to recognize or it is easy to understand an imperative sentence. Okay, imperative sentence is always starting with a verb in it. Okay, so tell me the subject of the sentence. Shut the door. Subject?
You.
Yes. You is the subject. So we have got the subject of an imperative sentence which is hiding behind the bars, and we got the verb from the sentence. And what is this? The door.
Object.
It is the object. Okay, this one is called the object. So subject, verb, object. Okay, this is in the pattern of subject, verb, object, and the subject is hidden. So it is starting with the verb, which is starting with the verb shut. Okay, now let us see the rule written over here. Okay, the rule is, if you have an imperative sentence with you, using this rule, you can change that imperative sentence from active voice to passive voice. This is one of the easiest method that you can use it. Okay, and only active and passive voice, this one is the easiest thing to learn. Okay, so children, listen, we are going to learn how to change the sentence into passive using formula number 1. 1 minute. Go on. 1 minute. It's gone. Got it? Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Ma'am.
Thank you. See, children, look at here. You should begin your passive voice of an imperative using Formula 1 in this way. You can begin, as you know, the subject of an imperative sentence is you. And according to rule by grammarians, they have told an active voice when we change it to passive, we should use be form plus past participle form. Okay, so begin your sentence with you are. Okay, you are plus according to the situation or according to the sentence. If the sentence is a request, you can write you are requested. If the sentence is in the form of an advice, you can write you are advised. Okay. If the sentence is in the form of an order, you can write you are ordered. If it is a begging, you can use the word you are begged. Past participle form of these verbs can be used according to the situation. Okay. So the sentences, look at here your sentence. Shut the door. Okay. Shut the door. You are, it is an order, ordered. Okay. The verb shut is changed into to plus past participle form. Okay. To plus past participle form. See, look at here. You are ordered. Verb is changed into to plus base form. Okay. You are ordered to shut the door. Object. Okay. You are ordered to shut the door. Children, listen. After the verb, to plus verb include object. It is not necessary because a sentence like this. Listen, children. If your sentence is be careful. Okay. Be careful. Can you tell me the object of the sentence? A teacher like me is actually advising Anantita, please be careful, Anantita. So it is in the form of an advice, isn't it? So you cannot see an object here at the end of the sentence. So using this formula, even you can use this formula to change an imperative sentence with object and also without object. So how can you change the sentence into passive voice using this formula, children?
You are
Louder. You are. You are
asked.
or okay, asked. I have told you I am advising Anantita. Okay, so according to the situation, you are
Advised.
advised. To
To be
plus
careful.
verb. You
To-
are
To be
advised
To
careful.
to be
careful.
careful.
To be careful.
Okay, to be careful. Okay, you are plus advice plus verb is changed into to be form, to be careful. Okay. Okay, children. So this is called formula number 1. So imperative sentence with object and without object can be changed into its passive form using this formula. You are plus, okay, ordered, asked, told, requested, advised, begged plus or commanded plus to plus base form of the verb plus object if any. If there is no object, not to use it. Okay. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
This
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
formula can be applied to all the imperative sentences. But there is another formula which can be used with sentences with only objects. Okay. If there is an object in a sentence, if it is an imperative sentence, you can use the second formula. Okay. You can use the second formula. Am I clear? The
Yes,
formula
ma'am.
is, look at here, formula number 2 to change an imperative sentence into passive voice. If the subject is with an object. See, you should begin your passive voice sentence with let. Okay? Let. You can begin your passive voice sentence with let plus, I said object is a must here. So let plus object plus be plus past participle form of a verb must be used. Let plus object plus be plus past participle form of the verb must be used. So how to use it? Park the car. Park is the verb. You is the hidden subject here. The car is the object here. So this sentence has an object of itself, right? So how
Yes,
to
ma'am.
change?
You
Using
are
the second formula. See,
Let
I started with let. Let. I use the object. See, let the car.
the car
the car
I
be,
have
be
included the word be here. Let the car be
being parked.
okay,
parked.
be plus
Park.
past participle form of the verb. Be
Verb.
parked.
Park.
Let the car be parked. Okay.
Parked.
So this formula can be used with imperative sentence with objects. Okay. At the same time, the second one can be used with the imperative, with subject, sorry, with object or without object. There is no restriction. You can use it at any time. If the sentence is imperative, okay, we can use it with object sentence and without object sentence. Okay, but this one, the second formula, is applicable only with the imperative sentence with the objects. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear, children? Do
Yes,
you have
ma'am.
any doubt here?
No, ma'am.
So
No, ma'am.
we learned two formulas today. How to change an imperative sentence from active voice to passive voice. Formula number 1, which is starting with the you are. According to the situation, any one of the word can be used. That is requested, ordered, commanded, advised, suggested, whatever it is. Okay. Plus 2 plus verb plus object if any. Okay. At the same time, the second formula is little easy, and also it is very good because remember that is only possible with the imperative sentence, with an imperative sentence ending with an object. Okay. Okay. If there is no object, you cannot use the second formula there. So the formula is let plus object plus be plus past participle form of the verb. Okay. So let the car be parked. Let the car be parked. So here I have a few questions for you. Let us do it together. Okay. Question number 1. Sample questions. You can use any one of the formula. I am not restricting you to use only one. You can use either first formula or second formula to find answer. Okay. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please show me your ticket. Please show me your ticket. Agna Maria, your video is off.
Finish, ma'am.
Second question. Do your homework neatly. Do your homework neatly.
Ma'am.
Call the doctor. Cook the food. Finish the task.
Ma'am, what? Ma'am, fourth.
Cook the food. Cook the food. Now I have a point to share with you. Now there is two different usages, the and the, right? The and the. Some are using the, some are using the. Where to use the and where to use the? Jeff, confused ma'am.
Vowels, according to the vowels, and
Just before the vowel sound, you can use the word the. Before the consonants, you can use the sound the. Okay, the and the. Before vowel sound, not vowel letters, before vowel sound, you can use the. And before the consonant sounds, you can use the. If it is a speech, if you want to stress on something, and that place also you can stress, you can use or you can stress the word by pronouncing it as the. Okay. Okay. So continue. Cook the food. Finish the task. Finish the task.
Over.
Finish the task.
Over.
Over. Wash your shirt.
Finish, ma'am.
Help the children.
And after finish the task,
Finish the task. Wash your shirt. Switch on
Wash
your
your
video,
shirt.
Vinayak. Yes. Finish the task. Wash your shirt. Help the children. Post the letter. Sing a song. Learn your lesson.
What, ma'am?
Learn your lesson. Kill the snake.
Ma'am, learn.
Learn your lesson.
Finish.
Kill the snake. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Clean your room. Last one. Revise your book. It's a reminder for you. Revise your book. Okay. I am starting from Anandita. Anandita, please read the first question and tell me its imperative passive
Ma'am.
using any one of the formula.
Ma'am.
That is, you are free. If you want to use first formula, use. Second formula, you use. No problem.
Ma'am,
Okay.
revise.
Revise your book, Ellen. Yes, Anandita. Tell me the answer for the first question.
Please show me your ticket.
Okay, please show me your ticket.
Let your ticket be shown
Be shown. It is not complete. There is one me is there.
to me.
Louder.
Let the ticket be shown me.
Shown to me. Or if you're using the first formula, how to change this? You have a magical word here, please. So, you
You are
are
requested
requested
to show your ticket.
to show
Show
me
me
your
your
ticket.
ticket.
Show me your ticket. Okay. Okay. Ellen, second question. Do your homework neatly. It's a teacher's dialogue to my dear son. Ellen?
Do your homework neatly.
Tell me the answer.
Answer I'm going to say.
It's not clear. You are
Ma'am, which question?
do your homework neatly.
Homework.
Ellen, you have two formulas in your hand. Use first formula and tell me the answer.
You are ordered to do your homework neatly.
Is it do your homework neatly? Is it an order, my son? I'm getting heart attack.
Advice.
Advised. Yes, you're right.
You are advised
Mm.
to do your homework neatly.
You are advised, right?
Your
To do your
homework is
homework
neatly.
neatly. Anugrah, next question.
Call the doctor.
Not well? Are you not well? Yes. Oh my my God, why are you cracking your head? This is one of the simplest form that you can use. Call the doctor. Call the doctor. So,
You
crack, shake, and break your head and tell me the answer. Call the doctor. 2 formulas. Which one you're going to apply here? It has called the doctor. You call the doctor. So you is the subject which is hidden. Call is the verb. The doctor is the object. So this sentence has an object of its own. So how you're going to use the second formula here? Anugrah?
you are
You,
requested.
okay. You are, first one. You are applying first one. Okay, you are
Requested.
asked.
You are asked to call the doctor.
I said the answer. I only said the answer. So use second formula with the sentence. Call the doctor. Let
the doctor be called.
you know the answer. Let the doctor be called. Agna, Maria, Jeff, next question.
Cook the food.
Are you cooking food at home? No, ma'am. I can only eat. I know how to eat it. I don't know how to cook it. You know how to make tea?
Yes.
How to boil rice?
No.
Very bad, very bad. Ask your mama and help her. Okay. As you are in 8th standard, spend at least a half an hour with your mama in the kitchen. All the boys and girls, help your parents. Okay.
You are asked to cook the food.
You are asked to cook the food. If you are using the second formula,
Let the food be cooked.
she is going to cook the book. Right? Let the food be cooked. Fine. Very good. Now, Nikhila Mary, next question. Vinayak, Ellen, Salin, please turn on your video.
Let the task be finished.
Hmm.
Second one, you are advised
Hmm.
to finish the task.
Okay. If that is, it has a object at the end, right? So how can you apply the second formula there? That is easy.
And let the task be finished.
Excellent. Let the task be finished. Wow. Okay, Hira, next question.
Wash your shirt.
She is actually waiting whether Ranju ma'am will comment something. No, I won't. I know that you know how to wash things. Right. Hira.
You are ordered to wash your shirt.
Amma is always ordering you. Wash your shirt, right? Huh? You don't know how to sock it, you don't know how to rinse it. So Amma is always coming behind you and ordering you to do this, right? So use second one. Apply second formula.
Let the shirt be washed.
Excellent. Let the shirt be washed. Hassan Suhaim. Hassan, read the next question.
Help the children. Let the children be helped.
Excellent. Let the children be helped. Alia, next question.
Ma'am, I was not in the class.
Chairman sir had come. He went away. Okay. Adnan Shahjahan.
Yes, ma'am, which question?
Oh my God, such a bass voice. Okay. Beautiful voice, Adnan. Oh,
Ma'am,
happy.
which question?
Give me toffee. I always appreciate for your better voice. Okay. When the school reopens, bring a toffee to school and give it to me because I'm always appreciating because I like your sound very much. Okay, Adnan.
Ma'am, which question?
Which question? Read the question, Hira, for Adnan. He is waiting.
Post the letter.
Post the letter.
Let the letter be posted.
Let the letter be posted. Wonderful. Okay. We have only 2 minutes. Jeff? I know that you are a skeleton and still you're wearing a t-shirt with all the ribs. So you wear this for biology classes. Ma'am can easily teach you the skeleton system. Okay, left. Jeff, switch on your video and tell me the answer. Stuck, my son. Read the next question. Moving to Vinayak. Vinayak, next question. I don't have time to waste.
Let the song
First of all, read the
be
question. Read question.
sing a song.
Sing a song. Okay. Answer.
Let the song be sung.
Excellent. Let the song be sung. Sung is the past participle form of the verb. Children, only 1 minute to end the session. So again, you have many questions with you. We'll be practicing, and you please find out. That's okay. You please find
Ma'am.
out the answers.
Ma'am.
Okay. And remember, grammar and literature, 2 different examination. So 20 mark questions from asked from English grammar. So prepare well. Okay. You please concentrate on determiners
Ma'am,
and also active and passive voice. Yes.
Ma'am, you didn't teach future tense.
Not over. Future. Transformation from future. Active voice to passive. Don't worry. Please
Yes, ma'am.
remind me of this in the next class. Okay. I'll spend my time with future tense then. Okay. Thank you for reminding me of this. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vinayak. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome.